Hey together, Aaron the Black Dragon's back, and I welcome all of you to another part of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, in the last episode we learned a new method to using the abilities that we already have. So what that means basically, okay, I completely forgot what the move was called, but one of the moves that Rex has from the very beginning now has the ability to topple down enemies, and I could not show it to you last episode because the game does not let you change around your characters before main battle, so yeah, you just have to take our word for that that's what's happened. So, but now we can move on. We could fight against all of those, but again, as long as they don't attack me, I'm not too inclined in doing anything there myself, like I should do right now. But as you can see, anchor shot, that's what it was. Once we inflict break on an enemy, we now can topple them. So all we need to do is get someone to break them, like we can do with that, I think. No, we did not break him. What a shame. But whatever. Once we inflict break on an enemy with some sort of art, then we can topple them. So let's see. Double spinning edge, perfect. Let's use Gaia Crash on that while we have the chance. I don't think we have anything that's electric in any way, shape or form, however. And there we go. Are you done, Nia? Good. So, yeah, I just skipped basically a little bit through this fight because it took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but we did it. It's not too difficult to get through some of those enemies, even if we're not on the perfect level. Seriously! So, there you go. That's what I wanted to have. Now we can progress, finally. So, the thing we wanted to see is right up there, so we're doing good. Not too big of a problem here with the enemies.
Like I thought.
A Titan? So that weird power effect they clocked. Maybe this is the cause.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
I'll hazard it wasn't death by old age either. Might have been an accident. On the other hand, it might have been attacked.
Hey, look. Seems like this Titan dying off has stirred up something else.
Let's show them a thing.
There we go, Elder Arachnode. Now that's a big fight that we're gonna have to deal with. So, but making enemies topple is probably gonna help us a good bit in this fight. So that's why we learned that ability actually beforehand, so that we can do this in this fight. Okay, we get blocked off quite a bit here from the blade, which is a little bit annoying, but whatever. Let's use stone for the very beginning here. So, I'm really gonna wanna have to top you. I don't wanna go with Gaia, because from Gaia on I can't do much, because we don't have any blade with electric abilities, which is a little bit of a bummer, but whatever. Let's go ahead. Which is a double bummer since the Elder Arachnode actually is weak to that. Ouch, that hurt. Well, we're doing fine. Give me that. Just so that we can heal just a tad bit. Can we actually? No, we cannot. Okay, anchor shot. We need a little bit more health potions because Tora is looking a bit dire. Come on, if we have break, I need to get to that. There you go. There we go, topple. Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Mega eruption. Excellent, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Let's switch over to Asami and try to go for some darkness in this fight as well. while we can do so. Because Tora is full up with his ability at the moment, so if I get up to level 2 with the darkness moves, then we can have yet another strong attack going towards that Arachno, which will help us a good deal in this fight. Come on. No, that won't happen. At least not yet. Okay, then let's go ahead and do that. That's gonna help me a little bit here. And from that on, because now our ability is already a bit charged, so we can do this a little bit quicker if things happen the way I want them to go. But this fight's not too difficult in general. I always switch around in this fight because even if Van Damme is a good character, Tora has a bit more defense, which is what I really want to have for this fight. I can't get that to fire. I really need something else going on here right now, otherwise we're gonna have a little bit of a problem if things keep going on like this. Let's use the steam bomb because we know that Nia has some healing properties with all of her attacks. So let's go ahead, because Tora really gets beaten up here and we don't want to have Tora fall down because that might end bad for us. My problem that I have with Van Damme solely in this fight is Van Damme is someone who you want to keep on low health, which makes this fight so much more difficult than it needs to be if you try to play Van Damme in the most efficient way. We're not really getting off any strong moves here, which is a little bit bothersome to me, but I mean, what can you do? Ouch, that hurt. I also don't generated any health potions with my anchor shot there, which is also a little bit frustrating, but we're doing good so far. Okay, getting off a big strong hit there, and we're done. We did it.
The blade returned to its core.
So that monster was in resonance with the blade.
Tora cannot resonate. Stinky monster can resonate. Not fair.
But Master Pawn have Poppy.
Oh, Poppy, yeah.
If a blade loses its driver, it winds up like this.
So, is it like dead?
Nah. The crystal will start glowing again after a bit of time. Then a new driver can resonate with it. But
There's a but?
its memory will be totally zapped. It'll be reborn as a new blade. Won't remember a thing.
Yeah? That's pretty rough. To have all your past wiped out like that.
But memories can be painful as well. They can be a terrible burden. And a blade can live forever, as long as the crystal exists. It's just as well. Eternity is a long time to collect bad memories.
Pyra.
I'm sorry. I was just thinking, sometimes being able to forget is a blessing.
Come on. Let's get finished up here.
That's...
A core crystal!
what?
Well, that's where they come from. Out of Titans. This one's brand new and ready to resonate. Like a big steak, right before you take that first bite. It'll probably end up buddying up with a bunch of drivers. Every time the driver dies, it'll forget everything and return to its core. Eventually, it'll resonate with a new driver. Drivers dying, Titans dying. the blade just keeps on living through it all. It's a never-ending cycle, an eternal history. As mortals, we'll never be able to understand.
It's incredible. But Pyra already had a body when we found her. Could her old driver still be alive somewhere? Perhaps.
Well, now we got the beastly core crystal, and that's not what I wanted to press, sorry. As we learned, we can bond with it, but not as of now, because if we try to go to it, you can't use this core crystal yet. As you see, it's completely blacked out, grayed out. No shine to it at all. It's really interesting. So we can't use that, and once we can use that, we will actually get a message to when we can use it. I don't remember if there's anything else up here of interest. I don't think so, however. We can jump down there into the water, which to some degree I think had something of interest in it. There was a collecting point. But I don't think overall there really was something interesting up here. Yep, there's something. So can I jump down there without dying? That's the better question. That may hurt. Okay, good. Not as bad as I thought it would. Yeah, but what we can do here is, you see that little slippery slope? We don't need to concern ourselves with them. We just can go down here and now we slide. All I need to do is time that right. And... okay, did it. And we have a treasure trove.
Treasure acquired.
Beautiful. And there's also something, but that's relevant for another quest, which I'm actually gonna show you, because it's a nice, interesting storyline to go through here and get the thing. So, but for now we went here totally unnecessary, but we needed to go down here anyway, so we actually made a good one. Because we cut the time really short that we needed to go down here. And we got some treasure out of it, which is also nice. Which is always a nice thing if you think about it. The shorter you can cut the time, the better. So there's something there, but we want to go in here.
Hey! Hold still. I thought you were a tough salvager, Rex.
Give me a break. Pain is pain, isn't it? How about you? Are you hurt?
Don't worry. It's just a scratch. That was on purpose! You were hurting me on purpose, weren't you? Well,
I wasn't, honest. I was just rubbing the lotion in.
Rex, you rubbed it too hard. It hurts.
Hey,
See?
you two, give me a look at that. What is this? Haven't seen this before. Don't know why a blade would be stuck with a bunch of wounds. And they're exactly the same as Rex's. Incredible. Never heard of such a thing.
It's all true.
I just thought it was an accessory.
Van Damme, that's not my style.
Blades are supposed to heal up right away, no matter what the wound. If the crystal's in one piece and the driver's alive, nothing can touch him. So why is she all bashed up?
That's just how the chips fell. It is what it is.
What it is a problem. It means if one of you kicks the bucket, you both do.
You told me that a good driver always protects his blade. So that's what I'll do. I'm gonna protect her.
Easier said than done, kid.
Listen, Pyra, she saved my life, brought me back from the dead, so I won't die again. I've got to live, for her sake, until we get to Elysium, at least. We can make it together.
Rex, you mean?
Going to Elysium? I can't let that stand. It won't do. A bunch of amateurs stealing the show? The script exists for a reason.
Akos.
Please speak only when you're spoken to, traitor.
Traitor, traitor, traitor! Yeah, you're one of the baddies now, you villain.
I didn't betray anyone.
Then why do you stand with them? You think that is where you belong?
But I...
Who are these goons?
Torna. They're trying to get their hands on Pyra.
Torna?
Akos, just tell us what you're here for.
Well, the Aegis, of course. I just had to come and see the leading lady with my own eyes.
Jin put you up to this.
Well deduced. Oh, by the way, his orders were to deal with you in whatever manner I see fit. So, you know what that means.
He wouldn't. You're lying.
Why the surprise? Did you think he would still care about you? Oh, to live in your reality.
Ow!
Well, well. Your part in this play is coming to an end. So, time for you to shuffle off the stage.
What's wrong?
I know the name Torna. They've taken the lives of too many drivers, including some of my crew, good people. Rumor says it's because they're collecting core crystals. So, if this Akos is one of them... You! Zuo! Get everyone out of the village!
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Ready.
Got it. Thanks for this.
No problem.
It'll be tough. His blade, Obrona, she can manipulate the ether in the air. It lets him counter elemental attacks by generating fields of the opposing element.
Finally! A decent opponent for a change! Let's go!
Yet another big fight. Now we learned about chain attacks. We know what chain attacks are from the last time we played Xenoblade, but essentially once our party gauge up there is full, which it is right off the bat, which is nice. Once we press the plus button, because I'm pretty sure the game wants me to use them right away, we can use some attacks. So we have water as an affinity break up there already, which is good, an elemental break, sorry. So if we go ahead and use Pyra, we will break that and it will help us moving on with different combos. Let's use Nim for that. Because that's actually what our chain attacks with all of our elements are used to for. So that we can get more combos onto the enemy. We just have to press B and then we can attack yet again. So you are weak against rocks, earth I just see. Which is good. I'm still gonna attack you with Pyra because we deal a little bit more damage with her than we do with Asami. Yet again with Nim because if you're weak against Earth, we're just gonna use it against you for an advantage. We can't use Poppy again, sadly. But now we can boost up our party gauge and try to get as many elemental combos onto Akos, if we get the chance to do so, and then we can start to deal as much damage on him as possible in one swing if we get to use our abilities in a proper way, that is. So if we get enough driver combos, that's the word I was looking for, the more elements we have and the more bubbles we can burst, I wanna say. Because I'm missing the words right now completely. No, Shackle, you're such a stupid piece of... Shackle in this game is frustrating. And that for one big reason. And that reason is... Shackle in the old game just prevented you from using arts. Which I totally understand. It's totally fine with me if you cannot use arts. In this game, however... Shackle prevents you from attacking altogether. It's like, without the ability of arts, your characters are useless.
Such an honor, sharing a stage with the legendary Aegis! Huh? Why would the driver?
It seems that they're taking each other's damage somehow.
So that means that the Aegis is a mere mortal right now. In that case, a little more damage, and she'll be easy to deal with. Pyra!
Kids these days, I swear, can't leave you alone for a minute.
Could use a hand?
Leave it to me. I'll take this dog down.
What's happening?
What? The ether flow's disturbed. How am I supposed to deflect now?
You and your fancy moves. You lack grit.
Just too many of these bit players. My interest has waned. Brona, perhaps it's time for another tale.
Sure.
Pyra! Pyra! Pyra!
How is she?
She's not badly hurt. Dromark thinks she just needs rest.
That's good to hear.
Maybe. I used too much power again.
Hey, Rex.
Hmm?
Know what the difference is between me and that Akos fella?
Well, he's a bad guy, trying to get Pyra. And you're... not?
Thanks for the vote of confidence, kid. What if I told you that we weren't that different?
Huh?
My crew at the village, we think we're fighting for justice. But a just fight? I'm telling you now, there's no such thing. What people call justice, it's just an excuse to fight. War is war. The more you stand up for yourself, the more people want to fight you. Before you know it, you're in a war. Listen, all I'm saying is, we've got our fight, and he's got his.
But what he's doing is...
Yeah, it's bad. But war ain't about right and wrong. Power. That's all it is. And power can take many different forms. It depends on the heart of its wielder. If we don't use our power, just because we're scared of it, we're done for. As for who's right and who's wrong, no one knows for sure. So all we can do is protect what's important.
I think I understand.
We all got our own war, kid.
My war?